Welcome back. It's been a little while since our last video. Spurs have played a few games since then, and we'll go back to the first of those, which was against West Ham. We went into a nice 3-0 lead early on, and then somehow managed to blow it, ending up drawing 3-3. And I don't think we played very well since. The next game was against Lask in the Europa League. It was a handy enough 3-0 win, but they were poor. And then we had a league game against Burnley, where again I don't think we played well, but did enough to win. And nice goal by Son. We're not sure whether it was something that was planned or it was a nice piece of improvisation for the corner, but at least it was a good goal.
Yeah.
Then we had another Europa League game against Antwerp, where we weren't good, but at the same time there wasn't that much in us. I think we underestimated them big time, and perhaps Mourinho overestimated the strength of the team he put out. But it just wasn't good enough. And this evening, we're just after watching a 2-1 win against Brighton, which was hard going again. We did just about enough to win. And I think Brighton could possibly feel a little hard done by because they were the better team for a large portion of the game. So, any thoughts before we go into that in more detail?
I just think we're not playing good enough.
Certainly. I don't think we're playing good enough either. I think of all those games, I think the Antwerp one might be the one to focus on a little bit. Particularly the amount of changes that were put out in the first half. At the start, shall we say. In fairness, that team hadn't really played together, but they were poor. Winks, Aurier, Sanchez, the usual suspects, terrible. Dele did himself no favours. Bergwijn was absolutely awful again, but he did look like he was trying, in fairness to him. And when the so-called heavy hitters came on, we didn't really do any better in the second half. Not really. And we showed again that when a team defends deeply, a la Sheffield United at the tail end of last season, we struggle to break them down. They defended very well, and we certainly underestimated them. Brighton game and to some degree the Burnley game were much the same. They were happy to defend, and we didn't seem to know how to break them down. And if anything, in the Brighton game, they had a lot of possession. They got some confidence because I think when we just didn't go after them, when it was 1-0 and we didn't go after them, they got a little bit of a hold in the game and thought, hey, we can win this. They got their equaliser, and well, on another day, it's a game they might have won. There was some funny VAR decisions in the game too, but yeah, it wasn't pleasant watching, shall we say. So yeah, we're not playing well. It doesn't seem to matter who's out there. I was just saying during the game, is there any of those players in Brighton's team that we would have in the Tottenham team? And the answer is no, there simply isn't. But yet, we're not blowing them away. As a team, they seem to be able to play much better together than we did. We need to play better as a team, and too many terrible performances. I'm starting to worry about Doherty as well. He doesn't look like the player I thought we were signing. He's terrible. I'm not sure he's any better than Aurier. It's like each time one of them plays, I'm going, hold on, which one is actually worse? Do I want Aurier? I was at the point this evening thinking that I wanted Aurier back in the team. Doherty was that bad. So look, I hope he comes good, but I'm really, really disappointed. Like he wasn't the only one. Just collectively we were poor. So look, keep going on and on. I mean, that's really it. We've been playing bad, but we're in second place in the league, and that's mad stuff altogether.
Yeah.
Just goes to show that nobody's going to run away with it this season. We've got a tough run of fixtures, but we might play better against some of these teams that don't sit back. Yeah, West Brom next, and they're likely to do that, but Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, yeah, I think they're going to be a different type of game that might actually suit us better. but we still have to get our defence in order.
Yeah.
We got to get better at keeping possession. And when you think about us, if we hadn't have blown those games against Newcastle and West Ham, well, where would we be then? Actually, how far behind first are we?
At least 3 or 6 points ahead.
3 or 6. Well, we could have been 4 points closer. You know, I'm not sure. We'll have to check that up, and it'll probably appear up here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. So, do we have any more to say?
No, I don't think so.
Not really. I suppose another European game away in Bulgaria
On Thursday.
And I think after those substitutes that were made against Antwerp, I think we're really going to find out what Jose has taken from that. He did seem to be rather upset by it. So if he puts out a similar team that started today, we'll know that he's totally he's totally finished with the likes of Delhi, and even Vinicius, who I thought played well enough against Antwerp. He held the ball up well.
He won all the headers and
Yeah,
stuff.
I thought he did well, and he just had no one supporting him.
Yeah.
I mean, he got the ball to Bergwijn a couple of times, but might as well not have bothered. So I thought he was hard. It was harsh taking him off. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I think if the likes of Delhi and Bergwijn and, as I said, Vinicius aren't going to start on Thursday. They might be finished. So that'll be interesting. Or maybe they'll get one more chance, knowing that, look, lads, if you don't do it tonight, we're selling you in January. I can't make up my mind which one is worse, Sanchez or Dyer. They're both dreadful. And one thing that has been interesting, I suppose, is that Roden, the new guy signed from Swansea, made his debut against Burnley, and he was on the bench again tonight. And he's got the number 14, which suggests that he might actually play a part this season, that he hasn't just been bought for the future, that we might see some of them. And hopefully he's going to be better than Sanchez or Dyer, because they're just, when at the highest level, they've got mistakes in them. They can't keep their concentration, and they just can't be trusted. So that's hopefully one positive, but it's reaching at the moment. So yeah, he unfortunately can't play in the Europa League because he wasn't registered. We hadn't signed him in time. Davies at centre back. It worked well enough against Lask, but against Antwerp, yeah, he was showing up a bit. He was far too casual in giving away that goal. That was pathetic. And I think even after that, Aurier could have done better. Nothing Hugo could do. But there you go. So, will we leave it at that?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Are you feeling funky there, Panda?
It's me Sprinkles.
Well, me Sprinkles, he is a panda, so if it's like calling a dog, he is a panda. It's like me calling you girl. And if I call you girl, are you going to say you're not a girl?
I am.
Yeah, but then he's a panda, so therefore I can call him Panda.
But I have a panda called Panda.
Good night.